I actually would like to have a house on a lake. That's what I
Oh,
want.
that'd be so pretty.
Yeah, and that's actually what I plan on getting. Like
Yeah.
maybe in the next year or two,
Hmm.
and I'd like to have nice big windows in the back so that you can see the look out and see the lake,
Hmm.
and I like to have a loft with a master bedroom. I know exactly the kind of house that I want because it's actually been built already,
Oh
but
yeah.
it yeah,
Got
but
your
somebody
eye
else
on
owns
it.
it. Yeah, somebody else owns it, and I actually knew the people that actually had it built.
Hmm.
So, but they sold it to somebody else a long time ago because they get divorced. And but it's just such a pretty house. But it's also up
Yeah.
in a town that I don't want to live in. So
Oh
I
well.
have to pick. Yeah, I have to pick a different lake and build a different house.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
So
What's your house like?
what's my house like?
Hmm.
My house is actually my uncle's trailer that I've been
Oh.
tearing apart and rebuilding and adding on to it, and that's
Hmm.
why I don't want to live here because
Yeah, I hear. I've never been in a
regardless,
trailer before.
you haven't.
No.
Well, this isn't really like any normal trailer anymore because I've been adding on to it and
Oh
redoing the
yeah.
whole thing. So, but it's like it doesn't matter how much I do to it. The realtor told me that it's not going to increase the value of the property. So it's like I thought about just after doing everything I've done, I thought about just tearing it apart and building a house. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to live in Cornville, so I'll just finish
Right.
the trailer and I'll build a house somewhere else and either rent this property here out or sell it or something.
Yeah.
But
Sounds like
I
you
don't
got
want
it
to live.
all figured out.
Yeah, because I don't want to live here. I mean, the biggest reason I'm living here right now really is because of mom. She's right in Skowhegan,
Hmm.
and it's only like 7 miles away from her. So
Gotcha.
we'll figure it out though. But there are places that you would love to live on
Like
the lake,
where?
like down by Round Pond where my brother lives. That's nice down there. That's close. That's close to the coast.
I do
That
like the ocean. I love surfing.
can be cold surfing in Maine though. Well, I guess the ocean's cold anyway. Either way, um, hell, I'd like to live down by the coast too.
Yeah.
And
Or
and
get away
with
from the
FedEx,
trees.
yeah. Well, no, I like get away from the trees. We'll still have trees, just won't be as many.
So
uh,
you said you go skiing a lot.
I used to go like a long time ago, and I haven't been
Hmm.
in years. Last time I went, I was in the Air Force. We had a uh, ski mountain right on the base, and that was the last time that I
There's
went.
an Air Force base there in Maine?
No, I was stationed in Alaska.
Oh,
I was up with his real winter weather.
right. Yeah. That's just
Yeah,
very cool.
yeah,
So
I was
where do you
stationed up
ski
there.
then in Maine? Where do you go?
Oh, you got let me see, you Squaw Mountain. I got to remember all the mountains. Mount Katahdin has some. Mount Katahdin is
Well,
actually the highest
where?
mountain in
So,
Maine.
well, the last time you skied in Maine, what mountain did you like going to?
That was trying to remember the name of it. Ah, shit. It's in Carabasset. The name of the town is Carabasset.
Okay.
Damn, I can't remember. I can't believe I can't remember the name of that. It begins with an S. I'm gonna have to look it up
Yeah.
and find out. The three kids that I used to babysit when I was a teenager and their mother, we used to go there all the time, go skiing. And she's the one that taught me how to ski. And she kept
Oh,
looking
really?
behind her. Yeah, she kept looking behind her, and she ran right into a bunch of trees,
Oh,
small trees.
goodness.
Yeah, thank God there were small trees, but all I could think was, holy crap, she's teaching me how to ski. Yeah, so that was too funny when that happened.
Hmm.
But, God, I love that. I love skiing down there. But see, the skiing there, that's not far from here. In the Squaw Mountain, there's Eden Mountain, which is really close to here.
Hmm.
There's damn, Mount Katahdin. There's a lot of mountains around here actually that have ski slopes on them. I can't list off all the names of them because I haven't been to all of them. But there's a lot of mountains here, and there's a lot of lakes too.
Hmm.
But the further north you go, there's less population. So it's like
Oh yeah.
further south, they get more population. So if you moved here back here to Maine, we can move down by the coast. Because I'd have a good job, and you started a dancing school.
Oh, we can.
Yeah. You don't want to leave me out of it, do you? See, I got it all figured out. You started a dancing school. You make all kinds of money down there.
Yeah, a lot of
There's a
dancers
lot.
there.
Well, yeah, a lot of elderly people that want to learn how to do things and get out and do things. There's younger people that want to learn all the dancing and do all the yoga and stuff. And
Hmm.
you'd make some good money back here, especially down by the coast.
Yeah, never thought about it.
Yeah, now I get you thinking about it, so that's good. That would really be awesome.
Yeah.
Think about this too.
Hmm.
All of our family is back here on the East Coast.
Hmm.
See,
Your family?
yours too. You're from New Jersey.
Yeah, I have some family there. Some family
See,
here.
oh, you got family there too.
Hmm. Yeah.
Huh. I wasn't expecting that one. I didn't
Well, yeah,
plan for
I've
that
lived
one
out
there.
here for almost 10 years now.
You've only been out there for 10 years?
Hmm.
What made you move out there? The acting?
Yeah.
Huh. Actually, you probably could get acting jobs back here in Maine because,
Hmm.
well,
We
Stephen
film a
King
lot of
lives right in
shows.
Bangor.
Oh,
Stephen King
yeah.
yeah, Stephen King
I'll
lives
just
right in
knock on his
Bangor.
door.
Huh?
Just knock on his door. Ask if he can give me a job.
Yeah. I bet I could probably get a hold of him.
You think so?
If I really,
Oh.
well, there's a guy well, Stephen King owns a radio station, but there's another guy that I know that works at a radio station, not the one that Stephen King owns, but he knows a lot of celebrities. He's
Hmm.
met a lot of celebrities, and he actually stayed over my house one night with my brother, another one of my brothers. Um,
Stephen
we
King
went out.
stayed with your brother?
Huh?
You said Stephen King stays with your brother?
No, the guy that worked at a radio station that knows a lot of celebrities. He stayed
Hmm.
over my house one night when I had my septic business, and I lived in a different town.
Hmm.
Him and another one of my brothers stayed over my house that night, and we went out to the bar and everything. And well, he's got all kinds of pictures of all kinds of celebrities that he's met, and plus he's on the radio all the time. But he knows all kinds of celebrities, and
Yeah.
I think
Well,
he knows Stephen King. So I don't know.
reach out to him for me. Don't tell him that his movies are stupid.
I'll tell him, I know somebody that would be perfect in your movies.
Hmm.
That's what I'll tell him. I'll say I have a perfect person for you to play in your next movie.
Yeah. Have you read any of his books?
No, I've watched a couple of his movies.
Yeah, they're awful.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't read them. uh, yeah,
You
he's
read a
gonna
lot
freak me
though.
mind. No, I have moments when I do, and moments when I
Hmm.
don't, and it's like, actually, when I was incarcerated, I actually wrote a book. I actually wrote more than one book,
You
but
wrote
I
a
didn't.
book.
Yeah, I didn't spend my time not doing anything when I was incarcerated. But
What's it
I
about?
wrote when I got out. My mom wanted me to publish it, and so
Hmm.
I would write some in it, and then I'd send it back to her, and she'd read it, and then I'd write some more of it, and I'd send it back to her, and she'd keep reading it. And she wanted me to publish it when I got out, so I self-published it. It's called Taking Abroad. If you go on ondemandbooks.com, you'll
Hmm.
be able to find it. You'll be able to find it on there. But that's
Oh, okay. What's it about?
it's about 100 and some odd pages long. you
No.
want to you want to know,
Let
you got
me
to read
see
it.
the.
No, actually,
Okay.
hang on a second. I'll read to you what it's about. I've got a
All
copy
right.
of it right here. I think I got a copy of it right here. Yeah, right here.
You just can't remember off the top of your head what it's about.
I do, but it's better if I read it from the back of the book.
Okay. Go
So that
ahead.
way you get a better picture of it. All
Okay.
right, I can turn my light on here. Gonna put my reading glasses on now.
Your reading glasses.
Yes, I had to start wearing reading glasses like a year and a half ago. Shocked the hell out of me. I looked at the book and I was trying to read. And I was like, why is this getting all blurry on me?
Hmm.
I
You're
had to
getting
wind
up
up buying
there.
some. Yeah. I'm still young.
Hmm.
At least in my mind, I am.
Right.
Okay.
You can come to
Preparing
my
for
elderly hip hop class.
come to your what?
My elderly hip hop class.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Come dance with the old ladies.
What is that? Yeah, let's see, and I'll be the youngest one there, and all the others
Yeah.
will be
There you go.
75 and older, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, you saw the way I dance, so you got
Yeah.
to
There
place
you
me
go.
where you see fit.
Hmm. You can show them how it's
Oh,
done.
oh yeah, yeah. Look at me go. I step side to side and swing my arms a little.
All right.
I felt
Read
like
this book.
such an idiot doing that dancing for you. I was like, here I am
No,
dancing
don't.
for somebody that dances professionally. Yeah, I look real intelligent.
Well,
Okay, I'll read this to you.
okay.
Okay, preparing for life after high school. Aaron, I'm having a hard time seeing the words here. Like flicking off the book. Preparing for life after high school. Aaron enlisted into the army, anxious to serve his country and fight for what he believed in. After losing his closest friend to a sniper, Aaron lost it while in the field and spent 3 months in a psychiatric ward until being shipped home. Once home, he falls in love with Brooke, a girl he meets on a blind date. Not long after getting engaged, he begins having nightmares of his time in Iraq, in the Iraqi war, but he puts it off as nothing serious. When the nightmares become more intense, Brooke talks to Aaron about seeing a psychiatrist, and because of the deep love that Aaron has for his family, he agrees. Unfortunately, the intense sessions with the psychiatrist don't help, and the nightmares begin to affect Aaron further. Aaron can no longer fight the right and wrong of the murders he's about to commit. In the end, justice is served with a heartbreaking death that Aaron did not plan on. There you go.
Okay. So it's about PTSD,
It's about what?
having PTSD.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
It's about a kid that goes into the military, after school and has post traumatic stress syndrome. It's pretty much about that.
Okay. Oh, I'll have to buy it.
Yeah. You don't have to buy it. Just come here and you can read it. Sneaky on that one, huh?
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah, I'd like to have you. Come here. Yeah, gotta get you moved to Maine.
Can you not move?
Well, I can, but I have to get permission from them.
Oh.
It's like I get permission from probation. They have to okay it out in California, and I have to have a place to be out there and somebody that I know, and the area has
Well,
to
you
be
got
right.
your family, don't you?
Out in California?
Yeah.
No, they're not out there anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, 'cause both uncles came back and one died, and both of my brothers moved back here a long time ago too.
How much longer are you on that for?
They've got me on a supervision for life, supervised release for life. So it's
Okay.
from what my lawyer told me when I signed before I signed the plea agreement, he said that this is what it is, but it's once you take this class, you can go back to court and get off supervised release because they don't want people being on supervised release if they're not a threat to the community. And it's like,
Okay.
I haven't been a threat for God knows how long, and they still had me in that class, and I kind of figured out why they have me in there today. So I got to call my lawyer tomorrow because I've already got my lawyer working on getting me out of that class. It's like I should have been out of that class within like a year and a half time from what they told me from the start. But I've never seen anybody get out of that class in a year and a half time. And it's like
So
they have a book.
You've been in the class since you got out?
Yeah.
Oh wow. You just get
Yeah.
out?
And there's one person that I've seen get out of the class, and I've actually had 4 different counselors. For 4 years, I had one counselor, but then all of a sudden somebody got the contract. They sell the contracts, and it's like they go with the lowest bidder, and somebody else had gotten the contract, and I was with that person for a year. And then another person got a contract, and I was with that person for a year or two. And then
Wait,
now
so what is this class for exactly?
it's for the sex offender treatment class. That's what it's called.
Okay. And you've been in it since you got out?
Yeah. And there's a book that you have to finish. And,
Must be a
and
big
you don't
book.
even well, it actually was pretty thick. And well, the thing is you don't have to complete all the assignments in the book. But I took my time, and I took 4 years, and I completed every assignment. Until I felt good about what I had completed. I made sure that I went through everything, so that way I felt good about it myself. Because I had a lot of things happen to me, so it's like I wanted to get that stuff straight in my head of what brought me to that point where I was able to do something so terrible. So I wanted to understand everything.
You finished the book?
Oh God, I finished the book.
Or what?
Yeah, I finished the book 4 years ago, and they still haven't let me out of class. So that's why me and my family's been bitching about it for the last 4 years. And finally, it's just got tired of it. They can't even give me a reason now why I'm in there.
Weird.
So yeah, so now it's like I got a lawyer, so we can either figure out why they still have me in there or get me out of there. And I'm shooting for them to get me out of there.
Well,
they can't even give me a reason.
Well, you said you found out today the reason, right?
Well, I have an idea of the reason, and it's really not a reason because it has nothing to do with being a threat to the community. which is basically
Well,
the reason why you're in that class. It's
well,
so to
yeah.
make sure you're not a threat to the community. The reason that I think it is, it's not even being a threat to the community.
So you're in there because you're not a threat to the community?
That's what I'm getting from it. From
Okay.
what I heard today. Well, it's not just today that I heard it, because it took today for me to realize, this is like the 20th time that they've told me the same thing, and it's like, it just dawned on me that this has got to be the reason why they still have me in here, because
You
I'm
can't
not
just
doing
ask
what.
them.
Oh, I've asked them. I've asked them right out straight. They won't give
And
me the
what?
reason.
They just zip their lips?
They just tell me, is it hurting you being in there? I'm like, well, no, it doesn't hurt me being there. Everybody should have counseling. It's good for them. It's good for them to be able to talk to people. But the thing is I'd rather have a one-on-one session with somebody than I would be in a class of people.
I'm not understanding. So what's the issue then?
The issue is that they have me in.
They just won't tell you.
Yeah, they won't tell me what the reason is. So they can't come up with a reason. They've got to have a valid reason. It's
Well,
like
they
they're
gotta
not
have
giving.
a reason. Otherwise, they let you out.
Yeah, well, that's the thing though. They're not telling me what the reason is. So in order for me to find out the reason, I have to I have to actually have a lawyer to do it.
Oh, okay. I must have misheard you. I thought you said you figured out the reason.
I think I figured it out. So I got to call my lawyer tomorrow and tell him what I think, so he knows what I'm hearing from the counselor and from probation.
So, what do you think it is? That's the issue.
I think it's because they want me to get out in the community more and socialize. They've stated this out very many times that they want me to meet people out in the community, and it's like I meet people out in the community every day. I mean, I go to the stores and I talk to people, but it's like I don't ask them out on dates and stuff like that. Well, yeah, I know, but it's like I don't go bowling. I don't. Why do I need to go bowling?
Do you think it's possible they mean like volunteering, not just like talking to strangers?
Well, volunteering wouldn't be bad.
Well,
that's something nobody said to me yet. Was volunteering, which I've actually.
You said they said to go out to the community, so that's what that means, I think.
No, and I've volunteered before because I went over the humane side and volunteered over there.
You put dogs down?
Huh?
You put dogs down?
Do I put dogs down?
Yeah, like put them to sleep. Is that what you did?
No.
That's what I would do.
God, no. Hey, you're mean. You would love my dogs, really.
Probably not. I've never met a dog I like.
I bet you would. I bet you would like these two. Because one of them
is outside.
One of them is extremely skittish, and so she was abused before. She spends the majority of her time she spends on the bed, just laying on the bed. And Roscoe is like her safety net. And he's old. He used to be rambunctious before, but now he's older and settled down. And I think after these two, I don't want to get any more because I've had dogs all my life, and
yeah,
it's
they shed, they smell bad.
Well, yeah, unless you give them baths and stuff. I mean, there are ways to get around them smelling bad.
I guess. You have to buy them food. They need attention all the time.
Yeah, but you think about how loyal they are. think about how loyal they are to you, how much protection they are.
I'd rather die.
Oh, don't say that. You can't die. You and I just got to be able to start talking here. I do love dogs, but it's so hard when something happens and you don't have them. It's after.
Like what? Is it dangerous where you live?
No. When this thing happened, I had Bud, my black lab that I had when I was down there in Nashville. And I actually had him when I got my CDL when I was out in Washington State. They actually sent me one time to Georgia, and that's where I found Bud. He was abandoned and abused. His ribs were showing. He had scars on his head, and I was talking to my sister-in-law on the dock, on the payphone on the dock, and he came over and started barking at me. So I got off the phone with her, and from a distance he looked like a full-grown dog, but then I got up close and I realized he was just a puppy. And the nearest house was like 20 miles away, so I threw him up in the truck and fed him 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and had him ever since that. Right for 9 years, right up till the point of the sting. And when the sting happened, and I had to have my best friend Tony go down from Maine down to Nashville and get him. So that was rough on me. But he wound up.
So where you don't have that dog anymore?
No, he's probably dead by now. He probably died.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because he was 9 when the sting happened. And
yeah, probably dead.
Yeah, he probably died 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah,
imagine.
Probably.
He was a really good dog. Every dog I have is a really good dog because they're loving. They've got a lot of love in them. They've got a lot of love in them.
Right.
I have a cat too.
Yeah.
Okay, here's something to tell you. Okay, down in southern Maine, which is around the area that's where a lot of rich people are down there. Well, there's the malls down there. And you don't have to go far to go to the malls.
Okay.
That'll help sell you.
That help with what?
It helps sell you a little bit. I'm reaching here. Tell me
I didn't know what you're talking about. Okay. There's a mall here. There's a mall everywhere.
Okay, here's something else to tell you. The white population is greater than the black or Hispanic population. See, that ought to tell you right there. I know California has a lot of Hispanic people.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go make dinner. Okay, so I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Bye.